Hey everyone, so for this month's Total Film ASMR video, it's actually going to be 3 parts, 3 videos. So the third video, we'll be flipping through this giant fangasm of a catalogue. It's called EMP Online or EMP Online, and basically I feel like it's the UK's answer to Hot Topic, which I've been searching for forever, but we'll talk more about that in that video. The second video, which will be uploaded after this one, it's finally time for the 100 must-see thrillers, which is quite exciting, but there are some quite outrageous ones in here, or outrageous positionings, because I've already filmed that part of the video. So again, we'll talk about that. But in today's video, it's the magazine itself, and this is the subscriber cover for Ghostbusters. Not my favourite cover, still quite interesting. So, I've already filmed the page flipping part. There are some interesting bits and pieces in here, a little quiz that I did awful at. So if you have any thoughts about any of the films featured in here, and any suggestions for other films, let me know, and we'll get on with the rest of the video. So we have a very green and black cover. This is the subscribers cover, and over here we have the little Ghostbusters logo. I wasn't that impressed with the original Ghostbusters, the Bill Murray film, but I'm very taken by the casting with the all-female lead one, and I'm looking forward to it quite a lot. We have some snippets of upcoming films, BFG, Ghostbusters, an advert for something called Prop Store, which looks dangerous. It looks like I shouldn't go onto that website because I'll end up spending a lot of money, but I will have a look anyway. We have all kinds of letters and emails from readers. Have they always done that? Or have I never noticed that before? Obviously it may become quickly apparent that I haven't read this yet. This is the first time that I'm seeing this issue. I always find that the teasers and things in these magazines are very good at being spoiler free. Ben-Hur, Pretty Little Horse, advert for the book of Waterstones. That's unexpected. Nick Offerman. Cell. Deadpool. Room. I've still not seen Room yet, but I'm very desperate to see it. Captain America and Creed. Son of Saul. Sing Street. Spotlight. Midnight Special. The Revenant, 10 Cloverfield Lane. 10 Cloverfield's another one that I'm really keen to see. I read that as croissant. Not sure what that says there. These are films from Cannes Festival. Sometimes I think festival films, as expected, can be very hit or miss, but get some great things like Little Miss Sunshine and films that become so iconic that nobody would have thought that. Another book advert. Very surprised. Tallulah. I like Ellen Page a lot. Let's see what they say, because I've not heard of this film. Sean Heder's directorial debut, Tallulah, sees Ellen Page's eponymous drifter take a baby belonging to a boozy wreck of a mother. So is this fiction? Well, just about. That sounds different. That sounds quite good. I'll have to look out for that. And if you'll excuse me, I'm about to get a drink of tea because it's freezing cold. The weather, that is, not the tea. And I'm trying desperately to warm up in any way possible without putting the heating on. But I should not have to put the heating on in July. This is David Cross. I like these sections. I think everybody always gives different answers. First movie I ever saw. The film that always makes me cry. The Desert Island movie. The film that scares me most. The last film I saw on a plane. And the film I love that nobody's heard of. London Comic Con. Honestly, I think I'd be far too terrified to go to London Comic Con. Like, the Newcastle one is great, but I think London would just be so big and so terrifying. Well, that's delightful. Finding Dory. This is out in the UK on the 29th of July. I know it's already out in America and maybe other places as well. Honestly, like, I love Ellen DeGeneres. Like, I adore her so much. But that for me is basically the only pull factor. I know I will get a lot of hate for this, but personally, I just never found Finding Nemo that exciting. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't care. But I will see Finding Dory eventually. Haley Atwell, very, very pretty. And I do recommend that you subscribe to Total Film. So that's what the non-subscription cover for this month looks like. Honestly, I think I prefer it. Definitely prefer it. BFG. I don't actually remember having ever read the BFG. Okay, so let's have a look at our new and upcoming releases. Finding Dory. Independence Day. Resurgence. Oh, this looks weird. Door, get off. The Neon Demon. It looks, kinda looks cliche, but also kinda looks amazing. It's an 18 certificate. Of course, Elle Fanning. Okay. It sounds quite unusual. We'll see. I think I'll have to look out for that one just because it looks bizarre. It says, see this if you liked All About Eve, Only God Forgives, Starry-Eyed. Don't think I've seen any of those. Tarzan. And the BFG. Ice Age, which I think I mentioned in my last Total Film video. I just don't care. I've never been an Ice Age fan. 90 See Me 2 is out 4th of July. Is that a cinema release? Yes. It's only got 2 stars in here, but I love the first film so much that I'm really looking forward to the second one, regardless of what the reviews say. In fact, I won't actually read any reviews of it. Ethan Hawke. Can we just... So I was casually just admiring the picture of Ethan Hawke and the cat decided to drop a box. So that was a bit loud and rude of her. Maggie's plan. Okay. Oh, it's a Secret Life of Pets. I am so desperate to see this. It's out now. Probably won't have time to go and see it in the cinema, which means I'm going to have to wait for the DVD. And I just hope that hurries up, because I can't wait. Let me know if you've seen it. Same with The Conjuring. I loved the first Conjuring film. And again, I probably won't have a chance to see it in the cinema. So, I'm going to have to wait for the DVD. Elizabeth. So the UK top 10 charts is X-Men Apocalypse and then Allison the Looking Glass. Quite a sizable difference between the two. Angry Birds, Jungle Book, Warcraft Beginning, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Captain America, Me Before You, Zootropolis, Bad Neighbours. Alice is number 4 in America. Was previously number 3. Honestly, Alice Through the Looking Glass is just perfect. It's sensational. Suicide Squad, 5th of August, so I think there's going to be a lot of comment about that one because there's been such a huge build up to it. Okay, so it goes with the game, but there's another book out of it. Ghostbusters. Oh, see, I love Melissa McCarthy. Tea break. Let's admire the picture while I get a drink of tea. I very much like this bit. Girl power. Oh, that's amazing. I just hope that's better than the original. I know usually remakes aren't better than the original, but honestly, if it's not better than the original, there are problems. It just visually looks very good. And I love Paul Feig. I love Paul Feig. I think he's fantastic. And I mean, Paul Feig has been somebody I've admired since I was 7 years old when I first admired Paul Feig. So I'm really looking forward to more of his work. Chris Hemsworth. Pretty appropriate for the receptionist. I can see that working, yep. Star Trek. I had a brief panic there. I glanced at the camera screen and thought it wasn't recording and thought it hadn't been recording since the Ethan Hawke incident. Forgive me if I'm not paying enough attention to these Star Trek pages. I've never seen Star Trek. I mean, I've seen bits of Star Trek, but I've never seen it enough to fully engage with it in any way. Nice behind the scenes pictures though. I'm always taken by behind the scenes clips and footage and things. Quite lively. It's a nice colour of purple. Kind of plummy. I like it. Roald Dahl's fantastic as a writer, but he was never somebody I read a lot as a child. I read a lot of his books as I grew up, and I can see why they were very popular. But I was too addicted with Jacqueline Wilson and the Lucy Daniels books. Lucy Daniels, I found out recently, is a man, which basically rewrites my entire childhood. But never mind. Spielberg is obviously What is Ricky Gervais doing there? Aliens. Don't they just look so fantastic? Obviously we have some brilliant behind the scenes bits and pieces going on here, and people cosplay those really well as well. Stanley. Very iconic. We have our DVD releases. Yes, a name for the person who did that artwork, because I really like that. Not that I can see, not immediately. I like that a lot. Okay, so Zootropolis. I've seen the merchandise in the Disney store. They look cute, but I haven't actually seen the film yet. But it says down here, you should see Zootropolis if you liked Robin Hood, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and Wreck-It Ralph. The Witch. High Rise. How to Be Single, which I have seen, and it was nice. Yep. Nice is basically the only word that I can use for it. Hail Caesar. So, Victoria. What? Robin Williams delivers a fine if painful final on-screen performance in Boulevard, out now DVD and digital. A raw-edge drama about a depressed banker struggling to come to terms with his sexuality. I find it really hard to talk about Robin Williams. Honestly, I got really annoyed because I remember seeing it advertised all over BBC News as coming to the UK now, and then I never saw it in the cinema. Like, I didn't even see it advertised as being in the cinema. I don't know if it just didn't go to the cinema or if it didn't go near me, and then it disappeared and I never heard of it again. So that's, yeah, I love him a lot. Yeah, re-releases are also fun. How wonderful is the Lego Ghostbusters Firehouse? I mean, I know I don't really like the original film, but that is fantastic. It really is incredible. To one of the TV shows just now. Halloween. I've just bought the DVD for Halloween. I just bought it. That just reminded me seeing that. Biggest blockbuster movies featuring zoos. I'm hardly surprised that number one is Harry Potter. Madagascar, Life of Pi, The Day After Tomorrow, Alfred and the Chipmunks. Have I seen the Squeakquel? I have seen the Squeakquel, but I haven't seen Road Trip, I think. Batman Returns, amazing film. Oh, I love Batman Returns. Movie viewing douchebags. characters you'd hate to have to go to the cinema with. I don't... Oh, well, yes. Frank, yes, definitely. I've just bought Gremlins on DVD. I'm really looking forward to watching that. I don't actually know too many of those characters, but definitely Frank, I completely get that. Oh, and Undead Jack, yes, an American Werewolf in London is just fantastic. Now, I actually know what that is. I was really sucky with the last one. If you want to know what it was, you can check out my previous total film video. Yes, let's do these thrillers. The answers are down there, but I will not look at them just now. What's in the box at the end of 7? I'm not going to answer that because I don't want to spoil it. Eternal Affairs was remade as which Scorsese movie? I don't know. Shutter Island, Gone Baby Gone, Mystic River. What's the connection? They all involve water? I don't know. Which fruity villain does Orson Welles play in The Third Man? The Usual Suspects. For which breakout for... I'll start that one again. I'm reading through the viewfinder. The Usual Suspects was the breakout film for which superhero fancying director? I'm really rubbish at these questions. Jack Ryan has been played by Alec Baldwin, Harrison Ford, Chris Pine, and Pass. Who directed the 2004 remake of The Manchurian Candidate? What's the name of Ryan Gosling's character in Drive? Basic Instinct 2 boasts a cameo from which former footballer? See, I'm not answering these because I haven't got the fuckiest idea. Cast-wise, which of these Polanski films is the odd one out and why? Chinatown, The Tenant, Frantic, and The Ghost. Name the other two parts of the Korean trilogy that includes Old Boy. Blonde, brown, orange, pink, grey, white. Which is the odd one out and why? I don't know. Name the only person to win an acting Oscar for a Hitchcock film and the movie. Which thriller earned Harrison Ford his only Oscar nod to date? Name the 1997 sequel to 9.5 Weeks. Okay, we're going to have to look at the answers. Okay, I'm actually going to not show you the answers because I've realised there are a few spoilers in there if you haven't seen some of the films, namely 7. London Tattoo Convention. Okay, so personally, that for me was not an exciting magazine. It was interesting, but the previous issue for me was much more thrilling. The previous issue was full of Burton and Bonham Carter and Johnny Depp and just my favourites, really. But I do still enjoy it, and I'm very much looking forward to the next issue. Did we see who the cover of the next issue was? No, but it's out on the 27th of July. It's not long now. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any comments about any of these films, please let me know. And of course, suggestions for films you think I should check out are always welcomed. That's it for just now. So I will speak to you all soon. Bye.